Hello guys, welcome to the couch. I'm doing this video without a voiceover, so if you hear craziness in the background, those are the cats. I believe that's Sophia and Victoria right now playing like crazy. Okay, state my business. The reason for this video is to let you know that me and my family are moving, in case you didn't know that yet. We are in the process of sorting, and we've made a huge donation to charity with all of our old clothing and old little household items that we don't need anymore. And the reason that I'm telling you is because, as some of you might have guessed, I have lots of jewelry. And I was thinking to myself, well, why don't I auction it off? So that's what I'm going to do. So, for example, just reach over into my baggie here. I made this in a video not too long ago, a little while ago now. So you saw how I made it. It's a piece of solar quartz. I called it the shoelace wrap because it sort of reminded me of tying up shoes. And yeah, I figure if anybody wants any of these items, whether it's for yourself or for a gift for somebody or whatever, why not auction these off? Because there's no way that I'm going to be able to wear all of these things. I mean, I've got just like tons and tons and tons. And this is just like right next to me right now. I mean, I've got more. So I figured I might as well auction them off so that they have a nice home someplace with people who will, love them and cherish them and wear them. And ooh, there was a hiss over there. Somebody got out of line. Anyway, so I mean, these are just a few from videos that I've made and stuff. So I'll put them away for now because I don't want to forget that they're there. Anyhow, I want to do, a friend of mine did an auction situation kind of like this a while back with her stuff. Her stuff is all beaded. She posted on her page on Facebook. She put a picture of the item that was up for auction, so to speak, and the starting bid, and people just kept indicating how much they would pay for it in the comments, which suits me well because eBay charges a lot of fees. Even though I've been on eBay for many years and I do a lot of buying on eBay and stuff, I know how the system works. Their fees are ridiculous, so I don't want to spend the money on fees because I'm going to be selling these items at relatively inexpensive prices for considering what they are. Okay, if I was to try and sell this, back to this pendant, if I was to sell this retail, okay, I would be asking like $110 for it. just because the cost of the stone and all the time it took to do the weave and put it all together. You know, it takes time, and things like this cost money. But if my fans are interested in items like this, I won't charge you that much. I will start the bidding at, for something like this, probably around $30. And if that's all it goes for, that's all it goes for. That's fine. If it goes for more, obviously, that's awesome. But if it doesn't, that's okay too. And what I will do is I will keep a running tally of stuff, like, you know, who's bidding on what. And so if you bid and you win several items, for example, I will combine ship them, so you won't pay a ton in shipping or anything, because you'll get everything in one package. So and I live in Canada, so Canada Post is the way I will ship stuff. Canada Post basically goes everywhere in the world except some African countries, I think, and places like that. But most of the customers who buy from me online are American anyway, so you know, I can easily ship to the States. It's not a problem. And I will quote you a shipping price when you win an auction. So that's basically the gist of it. I'll post an item or two at a time and then see how it goes. And to remind you of this auction, I will make an event about it on my page, and you know, cross-pollinate, as we say. I'll post about the event on my personal Facebook page, or, you know, profile, and I will, you know, I'll just post everywhere about it and make sure that people remember when it's going to happen. I'm not quite sure when it's going to happen yet. I want to give people some time to realize that it's going to happen. So probably not for a week or so. And any items that sell, the money will be collected via PayPal. I will ask you for the amount that you owe, and then you can pay that way. And once it clears, I will put everything together for you, and I will ship it to you. Simple as that. Let's see, what else? I had something else to say about that, and I can't remember what it was. I'm getting old. Oh, any monies collected from this auction will go directly into a kitty for the moving, because the moving isn't going to be cheap. My family and I are moving from Surrey, which is in the lower western part of British Columbia in Canada, in the lower, what we know as the lower mainland. And we're going further northeast to a little city called Vernon. It's a city, but it's not a very big city. We live in a bigger metropolis right now, and it's just so hard to live here because of the expense and the fact that my husband is a lawyer who's being ridiculously underpaid. And I don't mean that in a greedy way. He just is. He's been out of law school and a practicing lawyer for over 3 years now, and he's just not making the money that he should be making at all. So we struggle every month to pay our bills, and it's just been a struggle, just financially, emotionally, everything. It's been super hard. So we decided to make a change. So when my husband got this job in Vernon, we were like, sweet, because it's at a big firm that's going to be paying him a salary, and it's going to be a nice salary. So our obligations every month will be met, and we can slowly start digging our way out of the troubles that we have right now. So that's why I really would like to have this auction. Is I do have this collection of jewelry that I will never get around to wearing, and it's just gonna sit there, and it's got a good intrinsic value, so I might as well pass it on to people who will give it a good home, or do something with it, whether they sell it or donate it to charity, or whatever you want to do. Obviously, it's none of my business. Once it's out of my hands, it's out of my hands. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that it's kind of a fan appreciation auction. And I will create an event on my Facebook page, Queen Bee Jewel Gallery. If you've not visited the page, go for it. That would be great. And let's see, what else? I got distracted by the sparkle in this stone. Let's see. Yeah, do consider, that's what I was going to say, just basic housekeeping. Do consider subscribing to my channel here, and going and checking me out on Facebook, on my other socials like Instagram and Twitter. I'm on relatively frequently, but I'm mostly a Facebook and Instagram kind of person. And I do need to invest a bit more in my video production. So if you're willing and able to there goes my phone. Jeez. If you're willing and able to help me that way, I will definitely appreciate your support. I have a Patreon account, in case you did not know, and I will, any monies that I collect there go directly back into the videos, whether that be video equipment or supplies. It's usually going to be video equipment though, and right now I really need, I have a goal set up there on Patreon to buy a new small camera. Right now I'm using a regular kind of digital camcorder, which is fine, except when I do kind of more detailed work. It can be really hard to get the close-up that I need. Like if I'm doing a video where I'm doing some beadworking or something, the only way to do that effectively for people to see every little step is to take a bunch of photos and do basically like a slideshow with a voiceover, which is tedious for me to do. I'd rather just make the thing and video, record it, and put it all together in a proper video for you so that you can watch it rather than just see pictures. Anyway, I've researched cameras. There's one that's sort of like the GoPro, only it's a lot cheaper than a GoPro. And that's the goal that I have set up right now on Patreon. And I really, the sooner I meet that, the sooner I can buy the camera and start using it and producing videos that have better close-ups, and I can sort of go back to beadworking a little bit more if I want to. I know people seem to really enjoy the wire wrapping, which is great because I like to wire wrap too. But it's nice to have the option, and it's nice to have extra equipment to help me do my job a little bit better for you guys, because I do consider this to be my job. So yeah, I think that's about it for all the things that are going on. I'm gonna do my very, 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 very best to keep producing videos at the pace that I normally do, but you'll have to be a little bit forgiving of me if I don't get all my uploading done on schedule, just because we are moving, the internet may be slightly intermittent, so I'm going to do my darndest. But if I can't get it all done in time, that's the reason. So, anyway, that's the story, okay? So, I will be posting an event on my page, and I will invite everybody on my page, so you'll see it in your notifications on Facebook. And we will go from there. So please pass it on if you're not interested in buying anything, but you know somebody who might be. That's awesome. Pass it on. Just let them know. And as for this video, like, subscribe, and share it like crazy so that people get a sense of what's going on. And if they've never been to the channel before, that will be like an introduction to my channel too. So, thank you so much for watching this little vlog here. I hope that you all are doing well, and I hope to see you at the auction. That would be so great, and it would really help my family a lot. Okay? Thanks. Bye!